Hello everybody and welcome to this Jade Harvester Set dungeon playthrough and talkthrough. Um, so in this video I'll be showing and describing to you how I completed this and what items I was using. So for the items, I tried to stay as close to the normal setup as possible because, to be honest, who really wants to switch up items all the time? So all your items are the standard greater rifting items or rifting items that you can find in my other guides about the sorry about that, about the Jade Harvester Grifting 77 and 78. Um, in the cube, you need to switch out Quetzalcoatl for the Grin Reaper. The Grin Reaper makes mimics, and these mimics are amazing at finding the invisible snakes. The jewelry slot, you can opt to have a obsidian ring of the zodiac, but that doesn't really matter that much. You can use the normal ring. One thing you need to notice is that without the Quetzalcoatl and without the other ring, Ring of Emptiness, your damage is very much lower than it usually is. This is a good thing because you need to be able to soul harvest 15 mobs or more at a time. So if they die immediately, you have more difficult time actually completing that objective. But the difficult part about this run, to me at least, was to find all these invisible snakes and thereby killing all the mobs in the dungeon. Um, but and 4 times I failed with one mob left. Then I put on the Grin Reaper and it was no problem at all. So I really recommend picking that one. I run with the zombie dogs instead of the Pyrenedo because I don't use Pyrenedo and I have fierce loyalty as a passive instead of spirit vessel. Because dying shouldn't be that much of a problem if you have around 30 million toughness at least. So the dogs make you run faster and they're also decent at finding the snakes. If they run somewhere odd, you know there's a snake somewhere behind you or to your side. Right there, I noticed that my mimics were fearing the targets, and I went back and I killed the snake. Otherwise, I would have passed it, and I would have wasted a lot of time later on. Um, but actually, you just need to run the entire rift. You need to make sure that you boom big groups first. Then you have to locust swarm them, and then just haunt and run to the next pack. You have to be adamant about killing every single mob because you really don't want to go back and search for mobs afterwards. You can do that if you miss them, but the chance that you'll find them all it's very little. So it's just much easier if you take it a bit slower, but actually find all the mobs along the way. And after a few runs, you should be able to complete this. It's really not that bad. You can see here I have over half a minute left, and I didn't need to run back, and that's the way you want to do this. You can see my stats here. I'm using the normal items with the Vile Hive and the Haunting Girdle, and yeah, your normal paragons, and the zombie dogs and the movement speed boost.